Recently, we've received several inquiries from interested parties who would like to know more about our college search feature and the CollegeBound Journey platform. We're going to spend a little time looking at each of these features. Let's begin by accessing the college search feature from the platform. Once you have logged in, you'll have the option to choose from 3 different features, and one of those features is called the college search. We're going to go ahead and click on that now. Right away, one will notice that our college search is different from those found on the internet or in other college planning platforms. We've aligned our college search to meet the needs of American Indian students. For example, one of the first things you're going to notice is that we use the medicine wheel colors. We've divided our college search into 4 categories to align more with a medicine wheel concept. And that's going to be very attractive for our Native students who want to know specifically how their culture is represented on campus through either academic opportunities, campus experiences, cultural supports, and financial supports on campus. Before we discover more about these 4 directions or 4 areas, I'd like to highlight the search box on this website. Below, you will notice that there is a search for college option. You may work with a student who already has a list of colleges they may have acquired from a different platform or a different tool. But maybe they're interested in knowing if those colleges have American Indian resources and opportunities on campus. Instead of doing a general college search, you may want to just type in the name of a college in this box and go ahead and search. On the next page, which is called Search Results, you will either see the college if we have discovered they have American Indian resources and opportunities on campus, or there will be no result found. If that's the case, it just indicates that we have not discovered adequate resources and opportunities for American Indian students on that campus. However, in this example, Haskell Indian Nations University did show up. So students can then click on to either the picture or the name of the college to discover more information. Okay, let's go ahead and start to do a college search. I've returned back to the starting page for doing a college search. I have my 4 areas in front of me, and I can decide which area I want to focus on first. You're not locked into any one of these categories. It's just a starting point. So whichever opportunity you want to discover first, you would go ahead and click on to that direction. For our example today, I'm going to go ahead and start on academic opportunities. On this page, you'll notice the buffalo is pretty predominant. And on our main website, we have a quote there that emphasizes that education is our new buffalo. We have embedded different colors and images into our platform that will reflect American Indian culture and ensure that American Indian students feel comfortable and safe using our tool. So as we go through these pages and features, you may notice that it is a bit different than some of the online programs and platforms that are already out there. We use a lot of colors that are symbolic and a lot of images that are very symbolic for our American Indian students. All right, for our academic opportunities page, our platform is going to automatically pull up any college that has any type of academic opportunity available on their campus. So below you'll see some pictures. Those are campuses that have academic opportunities, and there's probably about 20 pages or so of colleges that we've identified thus far. Academic opportunities is a broad area. We want to ensure that our students can look at specific academic opportunities that meet their cultural needs. On this page, we're going to go ahead and click here for advanced filter options. Anywhere here, go ahead and click. And on the left-hand side, you will see that there are features and options students can choose from within academic opportunities. The 4 academic opportunities that we currently have in the filter include native language courses offered, programs of study, tribal or cultural connection, and Native American teaching preparation programs. At this point, students can determine which criteria they want to continue searching for in terms of a college search. I'm going to go ahead and start with Native courses that are offered, Native language courses. All I do is click onto it, and up comes a list of all the Native languages that we have discovered that are taught on college campuses within the U.S. Our college search only has United States colleges at this point. We're hoping to expand it in the future, but we did need a starting point, so we did start with the United States. These are all the courses that we have found at different college campuses. They are in alphabetical order. Keep in mind that these are only courses. These are not majors. These are just simply courses that kids can take as an elective on campus. They are in alphabetical order. However, there is an option here that allow students to choose their own tribal language they would like to learn on campus. There are some colleges that will permit students to study any tribal language, and they will support the students to do that. Otherwise, other tribal languages are listed in alphabetical order. I'm going to scroll through so that those who are viewing this video can see the ones that we have researched and discovered. For today's example, I'm going to go ahead and choose Anishinaabe, otherwise known as the Ojibwe language. At this point, once I've identified the native language I'm interested in studying while I'm at college, I can go ahead and click on the Search Now option. After clicking search, our platform will find and identify all the colleges in our database that have the option to take Ojibwe or Anishinaabe language on campus. They will be listed on this next page. Students can then click on the name of any of these colleges, or they can click on the picture to find out more information. After clicking on the name of a college, students or the user will be brought to this next summary page that is specific to this college. We are on the University of Minnesota Duluth's page right now, and as I scroll down, we have an at a glance box that will let the student or user know if this college has the different supports on campus for them. For example, this school has academic opportunities available, campus experiences, cultural supports, and financial aid support on campus. As we continue to scroll down this page, those areas are broken up into their own little category or columns. We have some school summary information, including a website that kids or users can click on to go right to the school's website, and just general information available here. On this side, we have the academic opportunities that are available on campus. For this specific campus, they do have specific majors available, including tribal administration and governance, American Indian Studies, and they have minors in American Indian Studies as well. As we scroll down, we can also find out that the school has the Minnesota Indian Teacher Training Partnership Program to provide education preparation programs for Native American students. And then here's what we chose in our search criteria. They also have Anishinaabe and Ojibwe language offered on campus. And we do have a link for the Native American Program of Study website. And if we know of the contact, we'll put that information in there as well. As we continue to scroll down the page, we have information pertaining to cultural supports on campus. This college has an American Indian Learning Resource Center on campus, or space available on campus for Native students to gather and to receive more support. There is a contact information on that, as well as a website that students or users can look at. At this time, they do not offer elder and residence programs or intergenerational supports, and they do not have American Indian themed housing or learning living communities on campus. Another specific area that we are identifying supporting Native American students include bridge programs, and Duluth currently does not offer that. For campus experiences, this campus does have several student organizations that American Indian students can join. They do not have Greek life on campus for American Indian students, and they do have at least one specific Native American event happening on an annual basis. As we continue to scroll down this summary page, we'll see that there is some financial support available for Native American students, including the Promise Tuition Program, which is brand new this year through the University of Minnesota system. And we've also identified several American Indian scholarships available through this specific school. They are listed here. Under other factors, we acknowledge or we honor any kind of land acknowledgement the college has identified or supported, and we'll post the link for students and families to view that. We look to see whether or not the campus has general housing available for students, if they have family housing available, and if they have childcare available on campus. We've also identified the percent of Native students on campus and the graduation rate for Native students on campus. And if this school has any high school, pre-college, or cultural enrichment recruitment program for high school students available. At the end of the summary page, students have the option to save this college to their list. My example, I already have this college saved into my list, but I can remove it at this time, and I'm not going to do that. But students can go ahead and click this button to save to their own account. What I did at this point is I hit the back button to go back to this college search screen, and I'm going to go back to the advanced filter option. When I go up to the top and click on the plus button for native language courses offered, I will see that the option I chose for Anishinaabe Ojibwe language is still selected. I can click off of it if I'm not interested in looking at any other or any campuses that offer Ojibwe or Anishinaabe language, or I can continue to search for colleges that do have that. I'm going to go ahead and keep that checked and click onto this little minus button. If you want to clear everything and reset your entire search, you can click here. Or you can continue to add on options. I'm going to do that here by clicking this plus button. And I can identify different programs of study available at colleges that are Native specific, meaning that they have one or more classes within this program of study that are specific to Indigenous or Native communities. The curriculum is taught with Native and Indigenous people in mind. That's how these programs made this list. In other words, they're very specific for American Indian people to build and sustain their communities. We have over 70 majors in our program and we're adding daily to this list. One of the most popular majors with our Native American students is American Indian and Indigenous Studies. And so I'm going to go ahead and click that as an option for colleges that I'm searching for. At this point, I have indicated I want to see colleges that have Anishinaabe language offered and now have American Indian Studies program offered on campus. And I can go ahead and search now. Again, the system is going to search for colleges that have both Anishinaabe or Ojibwe language courses taught on campus and also have an American Indian Studies program available for students. Those colleges are going to show up here, and again, there's pages of that information. And we already know that the University of Minnesota Duluth is on that list, but we have several others that are showing up as well. I'm going to go back to the advanced filter options. And again, if I click onto these features, I'm going to see where my selection are made. And I can continue to look at different filters that meet my criteria in a college selection. The tribal or cultural connection, I'll go ahead and look at that. There are several colleges that align to specific tribal culture and language opportunities, and they work with local tribes to embed concepts into the curriculum being taught on campus. If it is important for your students to find campuses that align with their tribal values, you would go ahead and use this feature. If this is not a feature that is of importance or as of importance for students, you don't have to click it. You don't have to use every feature in our database. They are just there to add to the experience. If you have students who are interested in becoming teachers, we have identified teacher prep programs across the nation that are specific for American Indian students. You can click here and just say, yes, I want to look at it. But again, you don't have to click on every feature. Let's go ahead and look at the other directions or areas. Remember in the beginning, we indicated there were 4 directions that students could look at in terms of college searches. The first one is academic opportunities, which include these 4 features or 4 categories. The next one is campus experiences, cultural supports, and then financial support. I'm not going to go into each one of these, but I will highlight a couple of items that are available. Under campus experiences, students can search for organizations, Native organizations that are available, American Indian specific Greek life, fraternities and sororities on campus, and also if there are American Indian specific events offered on campus. For our cultural support section, we do have school type, and I'll click on that one. Students can search our database for tribal colleges or colleges that are not tribal colleges but are identified as Native American serving non-tribal institution programs, meaning they have received special funding to increase services on campus in unique ways. We also have a feature where students can search for campuses that have Native student support centers on campus. If we have another one for multi-generational supports, meaning do they have elder and residence programs on campus? Some colleges have unique programs called grandmothers on campus or a circle of grandmothers, aunties in residence. We have also include artist in residence programs in this category. In this feature, students can ask our program to identify campuses that have Native American themed housing and learning living communities available, meaning Native students can live together or as a community, or allies for American Indian students can live either in a dorm, in a house, or on a floor, depending on the campus. But there are those opportunities available. And then summer bridge programs. Are there special opportunities to invite Native American Indian students on campus to get familiarized with the campus or college before the first day of school? So students can see if those are available. And then lastly, for our financial support area, students can identify colleges that have tuition waivers for Native students or offer Native students in-state tuition. And then the second feature is identifying colleges that have Native American scholarship opportunities available. I do want to emphasize that the more features a student selects, the more limited number of colleges are going to show up in our results page. What I'm going to go ahead and do is keep the option of wanting to see Ojibwe Anishinaabe language courses taught on campus. I also want to see American Indian Studies as a program, major, minor certificate available on campus. And I believe that I also chose that I wanted to see campuses that had Native American themed housing, living, learning communities available. Once I have all those features selected, I'm going to go ahead and ask the platform to search results. Once the platform has identified the filters that are important to the student or user, it will then search the database for colleges that match. Because I asked the platform to search for 3 very specific filters, it has identified 2 campuses that have Ojibwe language taught on campus, an American Indian Studies program available, and a living learning community for Native students. So right now we have identified 2 campuses in the United States that have or meet those 3 criteria, and those are listed here. As we discover more, we'll add in more, but again, the more options students or users pick in that advanced filter options section, the more narrow the results will be. This ends our overall tutorial on our college search feature within CollegeBound Journey. And again, it is our desire and hopes that Native American students can find appropriate college matches by using our tool. Miigwech.